Chapter 784. Either greeted Alec with a warm smile, encountering him after a long separation. Alec, his face slightly worn, chuckled as he introduced his modest temporary research space established in the southern branch. Who would have thought you would offer me not just one, but two rooms? Therefore, one is for Mage Hallam and the other for myself. A research lab of my own. Temporary it may be, but it feels like a dream. Have you never had a lab of your own before? Indeed, it's not because I lacked money or my master was stingy. It's due to the traditions among mages. According to Alec, mages under a master's tutelage rarely had the opportunity to have their own labs until they gained recognition or independence from their master. If the master was the root, the apprentice was like a branch extending from it. As the other attentively listened, picking up a particular word in the lengthy explanation. The relationship between a direct master and apprentice among mages is considered special, different from just being part of the same alliance or organization. In the mage's terms, like a spiritual father, so to speak. Spiritual father, a term used to refer to the Archmage Luma in the diary of the first Duke Dane. It was surprising to hear it still in use, thinking it a phrase of the old times. Seizing the moment, Udit asked Alec if he knew anything relevant. Fascinating. Then, did the Archmage Luma also have disciples who called him spiritual father? The Archmage Luma? An interesting question indeed. In fact, the term spiritual father is believed to have originated from him. Is that so? Since ancient times, mages called archmages during the Empire's early days preferred to teach a broader audience rather than just a few close disciples. Their aim wasn't just to impart their magic knowledge, but to rescue those mages suffering and shunned due to their unrecognizable powers. It was a familiar story, perhaps because of Udith's previous visit to the graveyard where the secret diary of the first Duke Dane lay buried. However, this time the story resonated differently. It felt like realizing that old tales, as recorded in ancient documents, shared considerable commonalities with the present. Alec's story, while discussing the early days mages, had striking parallels with the current activities of the cavalry. However, the Archmage Luma was different. He was close not only to the first emperor and empress, but also taught magic personally to their 4 children, stemming from the fact that the first empress was a mage herself. This practice is considered the origin of the court mages who continue to teach the princes and princesses to this day. It was from this relationship that the term spiritual father for a master spread widely. I see. Yes, it's a pity that none of the 4 who received direct tutelage delved deeper into the magic world. The first Duke Dane was somewhat renowned for his research in those times, but alas, scarce records remain. Thus, the lineage of the Archmage Luma direct disciples seems to have been lost. Clearly, like Alec, modern mages were unaware of that first Duke Dane's research aims and achievements. I'm not sure if the commander has already informed you, but Alec, you will be in charge of the continuous production and research of the ability suppression devices here. I heard you bought the quantity already produced in the capital. Have you delivered it yet? No, I was about to, but I wasn't told whom to give it to, so I still have it. Then give it to me. I will take care of the delivery. Really? It's quite heavy, but with your wind ability, either it should be fine. Alec's initial concern quickly turned into a relieved smile. You have no idea how hard it was for me to carry those along with Mage Hallam's monster. I thought I was going to die. Both are related to research, so I couldn't entrust them to others. So I couldn't let the elderly Mage Hallam carry them. So naturally... Wait, Alec, what monster are you talking about? Yes, Alec, what monster are you talking about? Don't tell me you are talking about that Pethomet in a tiny version. Did you guys really bring a monster that could absorb magic and turn into a huge freaking giant to the south where there are constant monster attacks, possibly natural disasters? Wait, does Kashir know? Is this their plan? If they do all this magic stuff, let this monster absorb like freaking Yuji eating Sukra's fingers and just kill this guy? Wait, Alec, what monster are you talking about? Yudir, interrupting him, raised his hand inquisitively. Alec blinked in surprise and then replied, Pen, the long-tailed black monster. You caught it yourself, remember? You brought it here with you? I thought you knew. It's actively involved in the research, so Mage Helen brought it along. The prototypes of my suppression devices are also placed with its enclosure. You could see for yourself. Why there? No, never mind. No need to answer. Yudir recalled Mage Helen, who seemed like a kindly old woman. As a former head of the court mages, she too had the characteristic magely trait of prioritizing research above all else. Mage Helen, are you there? I'm coming in. Alec knocked on the door connecting to his lab and entered without waiting for a response. Is it alright to just walk in like that? At this time, she's likely writing in her research journal. She wouldn't hear us knocking anyway, so it's better to just enter. Alec's calm reply showed the depth of experience gained from his long apprenticeship under Master Thais Yulman. As expected, Mage Helen was engrossed in writing something, surrounded by several open books on her desk, unaware of their arrival. Mage Helen, I'm here. Yudir is with me. It's been a while. Noticing Yudir, Mage Helen adjusted her glasses, smiling warmly. I suppose you're not here to see me, so what brings you here? We have come to help move Alec's suppression devices. Those wildly unpredictable toys. They're not toys, Mage Helen. They are masterpieces of my research. Alec protested meekly, but Mage Helen seemed to pay no heed. They're over there. Take them. But you look thinner than a skewer since I last saw you. I wonder if you're eating well. Well, now I'm hungry thinking of a freaking skewer. Though they had barely met since Yudir joined the cavalry, she had always been surprisingly kind to him. The only issue was her constant remarks about him losing weight. I'm eating well. You might not be as robust as our Lord or Nathan, but you should at least put on some weight like Alec. I worry seeing you thinner every time. Yudir's weight, in fact, had not changed at all, but to the eyes of a mage accustomed to the stature of individuals like Kishir and Nathan Zuckerman, he appeared otherwise. Yudir glanced at Alec, who looked slightly pale but still had chubby cheeks, and then fell silent. Mage Helen expressed concern that the Lord would not neglect his assistant's meals, but thankfully she did not delve further on the topic after emphasizing the importance of eating well even amidst busyness. The south is so much warmer compared to the north and the capital, which I like. It's just a pity that I can't stay here forever. Earlier, I noticed some clueless fellows wandering outside, conducting some sort of investigation. Turns out they are from the Sapphire Mage Union. It seemed Mage Helen was curious about the Sapphire Mage Union. Yudir nodded and explained the task he had entrusted to them. Yes, I asked them to investigate any changes in the flow of magic energy in the area due to the recent monster appearance. From what I saw, I'm not sure if they can handle it properly. If it proves unsatisfactory, could you tell the Lord I will take over? Yudir would welcome Mage Helen's assistance. She had already inspected the monster's carcass upon arrival and promised to report as soon as her investigation was complete. Yudir felt anew what it was a good decision to have summoned her here. Now, all that's left is to move the suppression devices. Yudir approached the area where a cage covered with a black cloth was located. The rustling sound inside indicated that Pen was indeed there. Alec shuddered at the thought of touching the cage and gestured with his eyes. That one there, the black bag. Yes, that's it. The bag looked too heavy for one man to carry, but for Yudir it was not a problem. He used the power of wind to lift the bag effortlessly, sending it flying towards the door of Alec's lab, then turned to Mage Helen to bid farewell. I will come visit again next time.